All right, it's March 7th, 2024. I'm about to do some cutting here on the picnic tables. I just need to clean up the areas under the tree. You can see the grass is kind of longer here. So we're gonna do some cleaning up here, and we'll move over to the dragon plants, the dragon fruit plants, and cut around there. All right, so we're back here at the dragon fruit plants, and as you can see here, we've got some growth. No fertilizer other than what the earth gives it. No chemical sprays. As you can see there, the grass is pretty long. So haven't cut it since we first came here and planted them, but they're doing great. So even though this cutting looks kind of messed up, it still did well. It's still surviving, as you can see by that little shoot that's growing right there. And the idea here is to only let the shoots that are on the top stay, because we want the dragon fruit to grow up this post here. And for those of you who know about dragon fruits, of course this is obvious, but for those who don't, that little shoot right there on the top will run up this post all the way up to the top, and then they will start falling over these branches, I guess you can call it. The plant will look something like this. This one is a little lower than I would want it to be, but that's perfectly fine because we'll just prune it to stay off the ground. All that new growth at the bottom here is going to need to be taken off so that all the growth can focus up here. I'm going to take off this one, even though this little growth here seems to be the strongest. It's in the wrong spot. I want it to be up here. So all of these are going to come off, and this guy's going to stay, and all the nutrients and the focus of the plant hopefully will go up towards this little lone cutting right here. So I'm pretty much done with cutting. Well, at least cutting the areas I wanted to get cut this week. There's a lot more work to do, so I got to come back next week to get some more cutting done here, just to touch up a little bit more. But as for now, I've pretty much covered what I wanted to. So this area here, this is a new area of the farm where we planted some more bananas, and those mature bananas like these you see here, these guys are eventually going to get pulled out and separated and possibly propagated. It depends on which ones are disease-free, virus-free that is, with bunchy top, and fungus-free. So that's going to take a whole lot of time as well, but like I said, for now, I've pretty much covered what I wanted to cover. We also got the dragon fruit area cut up at the front. Went on ahead and pruned the dragon fruits, and everything looks pretty good for now. This grass grows back really fast, so I'll be back here within another 2 weeks to do it again. There's a lot more planting that needs to happen, and I'm really satisfied with how this area turned out, because this is exactly what I want. I want it to be filled with grasses, even if it's wild grasses, and I want those grasses to kind of fill in the area so that it's easier to manage walking around and harvesting these bananas. So between cultivating bananas and maintaining the farm, there's a lot of work to do. But those two things aren't the only thing. Keep in mind, this is still the old farm, and the new farm is much, much bigger than here. But the whole idea is to cultivate bananas and fruit trees, and to prepare the land for cultivation, while also implementing good practices so that we get the best quality of fruit, not only for selling to customers and sharing with family and friends, but also for our own consumption, because we don't want to eat anything that isn't as healthy as it can be, given that it's been going on through its own natural processes to get to the point before harvesting and consumption, but also because we wouldn't feed anybody anything that we wouldn't eat ourselves. So that's pretty much the farm practice out here. So we'll come back next week to see what we got to do out here. Thanks for watching.